good, yo. Welcome to my review for the end of Oak Street, man. Just got back from the theater, man. Yeah, I got to saw movie theaters. This is a movie I was like kind of debating, like, am I going to see movie theater streaming, you know? But I ended up going to see it mostly because my mom wanted to see it. I was like, all right, cool, I guess we're going to go watch it. Now, first of all, man, I have to say, it is fucking annoying that this movie has basically been robbed of its IMAX release in a lot of theaters. Because you guys know that this movie was marketed, filmed for IMAX and all that jazz. And, you know, I would opt to see a trailer for it when I see movies in IMAX, you know. But then, of course, last minute, Spider-Man Brand New Day gets an impromptu IMAX. It's probably because the movie cracked $1 billion opening weekend. And IMAX like, oh, whoa, hold on there, big fella, hold on. Let's not get too hasty. Let's see if we can work out a deal. I don't know if this means the same for Avengers Doomsday, like if that movie cracks $1 billion opening weekend or close to it as well. Does that mean Avengers Doomsday will also get an IMAX release after Dune's 3-week exclusive deal ends? Or they just say, fuck the deal, we'll just give Avengers the IMAX, we just have them duke it out and argue amongst themselves and fight it out and like share the screens or something. I don't know. Hopefully that means that Doomsday will get an IMAX release eventually, like after the Dune's 3-week exclusivity deal wraps up. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for either way. I'm seeing the movie opening weekend regardless. I am not waiting that long to see his movie because there's gonna be leaks and spoilers all over my fucking Twitter. Anyway, so because of that, man, and now I only thought that was gonna be that 1 weekend after the film had basically 1 week after the film had already come out, and you know, and then the following week when End of Oak Street was gonna come out, they'll go back, give Oak Street its screenings, and continue on from there. But no, I guess because Spider-Man was doing so well and has now crossed $2 billion, they're like, you know what? We'll give it an extension. Fuck End of Oak Street. Which is kind of bullshit, man, because I also wanted to see the movie in IMAX. My mom wanted to see it in IMAX. The movie looked good in IMAX, but alas, I've been robbed. They're still screening in IMAX theaters, but definitely for a majority of them, they're only screening Spider-Man. I don't know why they can't just share it and just like flip back and forth with their time slots. But who knows? I don't know. I don't control that sort of shit, man. But so that's kind of annoying that the movie's kind of robbed them, man. I also feel bad for the movie that it like had its deal, was ready to go, and then Spider-Man came in there and just stole it. I do feel bad for the film, man. I'm sure it's gonna hurt its box office numbers as well, losing on a majority of the IMAX screens to Spider-Man getting an extension. Or an extension. I don't know how long the deal is supposed to last, but I was only expecting it was going to do that 1 week, but no, it got an extension for another weekend. But anyway, regardless of that, man, which is like I said, annoying, the closest one to me were like somewhere off in Virginia and like DC were the only IMAX theaters near me that had the film in IMAX. It was kind of annoying. Anyway, so, but anyway, regardless of all that with the IMAX release and kind of in the movie being robbed of that, man, the film itself was awesome, man. I love this movie. As you guys know, this came from the same director as It Follows. Amazing horror film when I finally got around to seeing it, man. Obviously, you guys know I tweeted about it when I saw it. I think I saw it for like a Halloween one particular year or something, man. But yeah, I love the film. I was excited when I heard he had a new film coming out. Now, actually, to my surprise, he did, which I guess isn't so surprising given, you know, It Follows came out in 2014 and it's 2026, so obviously, you know, that's a long-ass gap, like over a decade. Of course, he did something, you know, between the films, but he did one other movie, I think, between these two that starred Andrew Garfield that, and apparently, like, both bombed critically and financially, unfortunately, so he's been locked into director's jail, in a sense, and I guess End of Oak Street is his way out of it. Apparently, that's at least what Carson mentioned in his review, man, which I thought was interesting. But, honestly, after I heard about that, I do want to check out his other film they do with Andrew, most because it's Andrew, and it does seem like a decently interesting little film that I definitely am intrigued by, that I would like to see, man. But regardless of such, man, yeah, Under the Silver Lake, man, I do want Loki want to watch. Oh, it's actually came out 4 years after It Follows, which I guess is why I probably didn't hear, because I didn't see It Follows until like pretty recent, probably like not until like 2019, 2020, maybe a little bit later than that is when I finally sat down and watched It Follows. Anyway, but yeah, I want to go back and watch that film eventually, man. Anyway, as I was saying, the film was directed, so I was excited when I found out that this was a new film, because just for that reason alone. And also, like I said, the film itself, I loved it, man. It was a fantastic film, though. I will say this, and I mentioned this in my review of the film. You guys follow me on Twitter and my letterbox and whatnot. This is, without a doubt, the most Spielberg movie that isn't actually made by Steven Spielberg himself. Like, this movie, you can tell if you have watched it, it is heavily inspired by his films back when he was in his prime. I'm talking E.T., Jurassic Park, you know, Indiana Jones, that period of time from the 70s through like the 90s or the 80s, when Steven Spielberg was dropping nothing but all-time classics one after another, man. When the man was untouchable, when he was on a roll of rolls, man. Like Prime Spielberg was something special, man. Every movie he dropped was damn near an all-time classic at that point, man. Nowadays, obviously, you know, I say we can all agree he's well past his prime. And, you know, he can't, like, I still do want to see The Fabelman because it looks interesting, but honestly, you know, Spielberg isn't as, recent movies haven't been nowhere near as beloved as, like, his older films like E.T., if Jurassic Park, etc. But yeah, like if you watch this film, you can feel the inspirations from Spielberg's previous movies like Jurassic Park or E.T. or what have you in this film. They're very obvious. The movie's not subtle about inspiration. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I'm just pointing this out. This is very Spielberg inspired, man. It feels very Spielberg in the way it's made, in the way that it's made and everything. Anyway, I have rambled on long enough. Let's get into the actual movie. So the movie is directed by David Robert Mitchell, and of course stars Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGuire, Maisie Stella, and Christian Covery, and many more. The plot of End of Oak Street. A mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street from the suburbia and transports the neighborhood into someplace unknown. The Platt family soon discovers their very survival depends on sticking together as they navigate the new, unrecognizable surroundings. First, let's start with the cast, man. Anne Hathaway and Hugh McGuire. First of all, man, can we talk about the incredible run Anne Hathaway has been on this year, man? I mean, goddamn, this one's been on a fucking roll, man. You know, the Devil Wears Prada 2 was a very successful film, man, which if you guys saw me, you guys actually recently watched the first film, and I actually really loved it, man. Devil Wears Prada is a fantastic movie. I did not think I would enjoy as much as I did, and I actually kind of want to see the sequel now. I saw bits of it when I was working at the theater, man, and it was funny, but I never really felt the need to go out and actually watch it. Then the first, I was like, all right, let me go check out the second one, man, because this was actually really good. But yeah, you had that movie first off. Then she had The Odyssey, arguably her best film, her best performance, man. She's my pick for best actress, which I feel bad for Indy Never Ate, which I think I mentioned in my Odyssey review that like you just had to come out the same year as this Odyssey movie because otherwise I would have been like I would have been calling for her, man. She would be the one I picked and the one I'd be rooting for. But yeah, with Anne Hathaway, man, nah. That award belongs to Anne Hathaway for The Odyssey, man. She was fucking brilliant in that form. Of course, it's also gross a billionaire. Now she has this film coming out, which is another fantastic film in its own right. But yeah, shout out to Anne Hathaway, man. She has been having one incredible year, man. So shout out to her. Anyway, Ewan McGuire, you guys know me. You know I love this man. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know I love this man. Every time he's in the movie, man, I pop for him, man. I love this man with all my soul, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi will always have a special spot in my heart, man. So I love this man with my dying breath, man. I love him with everything I have, man. I love this man. Whenever I see him in a movie, I am a happy man because I love him. Anyway, but yeah, he's great as well. The kids are actually really good too. I was kind of surprised by how well the kid actors was. They were very good. And also, you also once again have the director from The Boys is in this one. I don't know what this dude's name is. I keep seeing him pop up in like on movies set on film sets or whatnot. Because he's in this movie, he's in the Rocky movie as a producer, and he's also on in Babylon in the iconic scene where they're like trying to film this one goddamn scene. He's just crashing out, man. This dude is fucking hilarious. I don't know what his name is, man, but every time I see him, he always makes me laugh, man. I love this guy. And he's once again funny here as the neighbor that's sick of their shit because of their dog. He's great, man. I love this dude. Everything I've seen him in recently, man. I gotta learn his name or something because he's genuinely really funny. Anyway, but yeah, the rest of the cast was good, man. I thought a relation between the family was really well done with them and with the kids and everything, man. I really like the overall family dynamic between the four of them because and that's kind of like obviously it has to be because they're like the main characters, their characters fall. But I thought they did a really good job with them, man. They're like the marriage between Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor obviously isn't perfect. There's definitely some issues, man. Then they try working out, man. I thought the overall family dynamic between the four of them was done really well, man. And they all worked well off of each other, man. The CGI is also fantastic on the dinosaurs themselves, man. I don't know if they did anything practically for the dinosaurs or the dinosaurs are completely CGI throughout the entire film or like with Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, they do like for like certain scenes, they use like legit animatronics or whatnot for the dinosaurs. I don't know. I never really looked too deep into the film's production, but whether or not they did use animatronics or practical effects, or they're just completely CGI, I thought they did a really good job with the dinosaurs. Regardless, the movie's also like surprisingly gory. Like I was asking questions like, is this rated R or something? Because like the movie is surprisingly gory and bloody for a PG-13 movie. Like you'll see characters getting dismembered, eaten by dinosaurs. Not to like an extremely gruesome degree, but probably more than you would expect from a PG-13 movie. So I was because I was watching. I was like, "Is this movie rated R?" Because I never checked, man, and I never checked, so I didn't know for certain, man. Until I looked, I was like, "Okay, yeah, PG-13." But yeah, the movie is shockingly graphic for a PG-13 film. I was quite surprised by that, but because with how graphic the movie actually has been, and like there's also like this one epic like wonder take they do. That's not like super involvement, but it's in the trailers where like the four of them are trying to distract the T-Rex, and like you got Ed Hathaway shooting him while Ewan McGregor is like trying to distract him. It's a really well done scene, man. Like that might be one of my favorite parts of the movie, was just that wonder take, man. It is so good. Also, shout out to the dog. Gotta love the dog, man. Starbuck. Don't know why he's named after coffee company. Was Starbucks even a thing in the early '80s? I don't know, but that kind of threw me off. Why is he named after coffee? A coffee company? But like I said, I don't know if Starbucks was a thing around back during the early '80s. Regardless, man, shout out to that dog. He is a good boy. Goated dog. If you've seen the film, you know why I'm saying that, man. Good boy. Shout out to him, man. He's the reason why people call dogs man's best friend, man. Shout out to the dog. That dog is goated. Shout out to Starbucks, man. Goated dog. And like I said, like the movie feels very Spielberg inspired, man. Like with certain scenes, man. Like if you are someone that has grown tired of the Jurassic World movies and kind of wish for some that felt like obviously it's impossible to recapture the magic of Jurassic Park just given when it came out and everything, but if you're looking for something, if you've grown tired of it and yearn for something like Jurassic Park, this is probably the closest we will get to that sort of magic sort of magic like the first Jurassic Park film in the modern day, man. Because like I said, it feels very Spielberg inspired, especially with it set in suburbia. You know, it's set in the '80s, which is like that might as well be a second home, man. And like just the way the film comes out with its themes, man. Of course, the dinosaurs themselves, man. It feels the closest to recapturing the magic of the first Jurassic Park film, probably out of any of the Jurassic World movies. So if you've grown tired of this film and yearn for something different for dinosaurs and something better, I think you guys will really enjoy The End of Oak Street, man. I think that movie really does a good job on like doing something original or just different or unique with dinosaurs, given how the Jurassic World movies have been recently. Which you guys know, I love those movies. I love pretty much all the Jurassic World movies I've enjoyed to some capacity or love. But I do see there's a lot of people that have grown tired of those films and yearn for something different with dinosaurs. End of Oak Street gives you that. So if you were like one of those people, man, that have grown tired of the Jurassic World films, I think this film will pleasantly surprise you, man. I will say, my only problem with the film is they never actually explain what exactly causes them to travel through time into the Jurassic era. It's just there. They do give you one little explanation about wormholes, so I guess hand wave it away or something, but like, I would have liked a little something explaining how exactly this happened. Like, I'm not expecting you to give me a 10-minute exposition to explaining this, to explain everything, man, but like, a little something would have been nice, just to like some emotional, like some environmental story. Like I don't know, one of their neighbors is a crazy scientist and is trying to create time travel or something. Like, and they have like some books spruced around their house. I don't know, fucking something. Because like obviously, and some people argue that's better you don't know and leaving it ambiguous and all that. I get that, but at the same time, man, I would have liked a little something explaining how exactly this even happened. Unless they did, and I'm an idiot and missed it. So, you know. One thing I also will say that about this film that I kind of like, the film, while the credits are rolling, man, which by the way, man, Jesus Christ, I had to pee like for 80% of this movie, man, bro. The second the credits rolled, I ran to the bathroom, man, and pissed for like a good 30 seconds. I had to pee, man. I was holding that shit in, man, for like 80% of the movie. It was getting pretty. Thank God for salty popcorn, man. Shout out to James Cameron for that hacky game. It was about like, hey, if you need to sit through a 3-hour movie and you gotta piss, just eat popcorn. It'll get rid of your urges, man, and it does. It really does. Shout out to James Cameron. Anyway, so while the credits are rolling, man, right before it gets like the credits, you know, once the lights come on and everything, it actually put a little thing in there where it says that this was dedicated to David's father, which given that context and that it was like sort of a dedicated and a tribute to him, it does recontextualize certain scenes with Ewan McGregor's character, and I thought it was a bit touching, not gonna lie, man. Like, I wasn't crying or nothing, but I did think the movie, but I did find it a bit touching once I saw that, and like, and it recontextualizes a couple scenes with him, man. I thought that was a touching, man. I thought I was touched by it a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to quickly mention that real quick. But yeah, man, this is a fantastic film, man. Like I said, if you're someone that likes dinosaurs but have grown tired of the Jurassic World films and want something different or unique or something else, I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised by End of Oak Man. Please go see it if you guys haven't already. It's a fantastic film. And if you can see it in IMAX, please go see it in IMAX because I feel like this movie would look great in IMAX. Anyway, guys, overall, my final review for this movie is going to be a 9 out of 10, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow my socials if you feel like it. Links are below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
You